there is no doubt that the global north has overused its share of the atmospheric space. 30% of the global population, including China, Mark. So please be very clear, I include China in the global north now because their emissions have actually have overtaken most countries. So 30% of the world's population, including China, occupies 70% of the global carbon budget up to 2030. I'm talking about up to 2030. Now, what happens to countries like India? What happens to Africa? And therefore, there is definitely a need for much more drastic emission reduction trajectories in the global north, in Europe and in the US, and also in China, in Australia, in Canada. Now, within that, the role of carbon sequestration, the role of carbon removal, if those countries find that they are able to do that, and they can invest money in it, and it's actually a viable technology and not one in which we are playing God once again, because the only thing that worries me sometimes when I see, when I read about these technologies, that we are where we are today because humankind has believed that they can dominate nature and that they have had no real understanding of the consequences of breaching the planetary boundaries. Now, my only worry with some of the technologies that I read about, I don't know enough about them other than the nature-based solutions, is, if it doesn't make the countries more complacent, thinking there is a solution out there, right, and therefore we can do what we do without worrying about mitigation. Right. And the other is that we don't play God once again, because I think we need to be much more humble with nature rather than thinking that we'll be able to overcome and re-engineer nature for our benefit. We are where we are because of the arrogance that we've had.